don't know if you remember my last video where I showed how to close the garage door with the emergency lock when your garage door doesn't work. But this is actually a recap of me getting the garage door to finally close. It still comes down kind of janky, but at least it comes down so we can get the car off the street in the winter here. And there's a little bit of gap here. I'm thinking what happened is that some of these key nuts and bolts were a little loose, and so it comes down so violently that it thinks it's hitting something, so it comes back up. But the key things I did was I added an extra screw to the electric eye because it was shaking so much. I thought maybe it was offsetting the laser eye because this was extremely loose and it was only bolted in one place and it was difficult to get to. So I just put in another screw in there. I don't think you can see it. And then all of these along here, I would say about 30% of them were loose, so I tightened all those up. And then just for safe measure, I tightened it up everywhere you see these little bolts in the joints. There was actually a loose bolt here that I tightened up in case that was causing some sort of malfunction. And then this one was actually really quite loose, so I tightened that up. It was difficult because it's this big square face bolt that's like right up against that metal beam, so it took some time, but I got it, and now it finally closes, and I'll show you here. Hopefully it closes for me here. I just did it 3 or 4 times in a row, but the way up is fairly smooth, and the way down is definitely not smooth, but it at least closes. Let me get that going here. And you'll see it really violently catch, like right here. Actually, that time I didn't even do it that bad. So maybe we're getting further along with it, but at least now our cars get off the street in this horrible weather we're having. So if your garage door is malfunctioning and you have no idea how garage doors work, you can at least know how to tighten nuts and bolts. But I definitely don't want to screw with these springs because I know there's a tremendous amount of pressure behind them. And I don't want to lose an eye or anything. So if it still's messed up after tightening these things, and actually I put some WD-40 on the track as well and on the rollers, then it's above my head and I want a professional coming in. But got it working at least for the short term. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope this helps.